Alright, I'm going to show you how to do some 3D printing. First thing we're going to do is we're going to click the Thingiverse at the top, or you can just type in the website, and we're going to print a bookmark. Should be easy enough. Just type it in the search engine. I'm going to scroll down here for a cool looking bookmark. This little heart looks pretty cool. This cat thing looks pretty cool. Maybe we'll try the cat thing. So you just click on it. Down here, I'll move this out of the way. This will show you the pictures of what it's going to look like. And then over here is the button you click to download it. You click on download file. You can close that. And then if you look right down here, it looks like we've already downloaded this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to say show in folder. And then it should be already highlighted. And we're going to right click it, and we're going to say extract all, and this extracts the files from the zip file. We're going to extract, and then as you can see right here, it automatically shows you, and if it doesn't show you here, there might be a folder called files that you look in, and then you'll see the STL file from there. So if Cura is not already open, Cura is the program that we use to print. If it's not already open, you can just double click this. It's double left click. Cura will open. Okay, and now that Cura is open, you can see down here is a picture of the item that we imported in. And then if Cura was already opened, then you wouldn't be double clicking that file. You would come over here to open file, and you could select it from the folder and it would load it in. So let's look over here. We have the material as Polylite PLA, which we're just going to keep that set as what it is, and high speed is going to be set. We're going to keep the infill at 20%. On this one, we don't have to generate support structures because it doesn't stand up. It's not anything that needs the support structures. So as soon as you've looked over all those settings to make sure that everything is in place, then what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to click the little print thing up here. And what this does is allows us to connect to the printer. So we're going to hit the connect button right here. And as you can see, it says scanning available serial ports. Now it's connecting, and now it says connected via USB. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to preheat. And we're going to set this build plate number to 60, and the number is specific to the filament we're using, and we're going to set the temperature of the hot end to 205, and then we're going to hit preheat here, and we're going to hit preheat here. What that does is it heats up the bed and the extruder so that it can process the plastic that's going to go through there. It probably takes about 2 or 3 minutes before it gets up to temperature. You can see the heat levels are rising. You can get a view of them right here to see that they're going up, and then you can also see right here that they're going up as well. We're going to take note that this specific item, if you want to know how much that it's going to cost, down here it says that this item is 6 grams, and it says that it's going to take roughly 26 minutes. So 6 grams, we would take that times 5 cents a gram, which would be 30 cents, plus the $1 that we charge to hit the print button on the machine. So you're looking at about $1.30 to create this bookmark. Okay, so we have the heat coming up. It's about 188 degrees on the hot end. And so now the decision, when the person asks what colors do we have, right now in here we have this yellow color. And if we wanted to switch out the colors, now would be the time. That way that this right here, this filament, will come out easily because the extruder is now warmed up. And so for the purpose of the video, I'm going to show you that if you were not going to change the color, then all you have to do is come down to here and click on the Start Print button. because we're preheated and we're ready to go. So this would be the time that you would hit start print. You don't need to mess with any of these settings if all you're going to do is to start the print. But what we're going to do is show you how to change the color to a different color, and I think we're going to go with red, which would be this one right here. We're going to go with a red. And so we're going to change out this color for the red color. So in order to change this out, what we got to do is we've got to unscrew the extruder head by just unscrewing these little things right here, and then you basically just pull this piece back and up like so. And I don't know if you've seen it, it was pretty fast how fast that the filament came out. So now we're going to take the red filament, we're going to put it on, and we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to stick it down into this hole like so. It's kind of difficult to do with just one hand. So you stick it down the hole like so. Make sure it's all the way in there. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this piece and you're going to put it back up in there. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay. So, got someone to hold the camera for me. You can see, you push this little thing back up and you push. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult. Push that back in. Then you screw these back in like so, and there you have the color has been changed. So now that we have the new color in, what we need to do is we need to make sure that the old color doesn't come out, and it will. And so as you can see, there's a little bit of the yellow coming out already, probably from an earlier build. And so what we're going to do is we're going to extrude. And so I set this number to 10 and this bottom number to 10, and then I hit the extrude button, and it'll take a couple times of doing that in order to get all of the yellow out. So I'm going to walk over here, I'm going to take off the safety portion of it, show you inside what I'm talking about. Okay, look, it fell off. It's on the bottom. So we're just going to use this little piece. Don't touch the bed or anything. Okay, so we're going to hit the extrude button again, and you're going to see it comes out. See, it's coming out a little bit red, but what we want to do is we want to make sure we can even click it a couple times. As you can see, it's coming out red. It has a little bit of tinge of yellow in there. So we want it all red to make sure that the build that we're going to do doesn't have any yellow tendencies in it. Okay, so that is pretty red right there. So we're just going to pull this off. We're going to put on our safety shield again, like so. Now we're going to come back over to Cura. We're just going to check that our temperatures are up, and they are. And so now we are going to hit the start print button. And we're going to be able to hear it. That's how we know it's working. You'll also notice that at the bottom right here, there's a little status bar, and the status bar will go all the way over to here when it's done. It says it's 0% right now. So the first thing it's going to do is it's going to take the data and input it into this printer, and that's what it's doing right now, which is why the printer is just thinking. Okay, now it's going to move into, it's putting a little bit of the filament in. It's going to move in a position that it needs to. Usually the first thing it does is it cleans off the extruder head. That way it doesn't have anything left over from a previous print. Next thing it does, it lines itself up on these little markers here. I think it touches every one of them, kind of as a location thing. So the time that you hit print from the time it actually starts printing could be a couple minutes, because it has to, make sure that everything is loaded into the printer from the memory from the computer. It cleans off the nozzle. It sets up its parameters. And then the first thing it's going to do is it's going to start printing a little skirt that goes around the bookmark that we selected. Alright. As you can see, it's printing. Well, you might not be able to see because red is similar to the color that's here. Oh, you can see it. Oh, there you go. It's printing a little skirt around the bookmark. And then it's going to actually start printing the bookmark. Now if we go back to our progress meter, you can see that it's 9% into the printing. And you can see, even though it says 26 minutes there, up here it says printing time is going to be 52 minutes. So sometimes the time that it says down here doesn't include heat up and cool down time, and sometimes it can take a little bit longer, so we always allow a little bit longer for these prints. In fact, I usually allow a half-hour leadway. Okay, it's printing. You can see we have a little cat down in there. So because of the time that it takes to do this, I am pausing the video and then coming back just to show the progress. You can kind of see on the back side that it's getting ready to fill it in. Well, this cat is well on its way to being printed. And if you would like to see the finished product, then you can come on into the Coalinga-Huron Library District and check it out. We are located on 305 North 4th Street in Coalinga, California. We have the 3D printer, and we're here to start printing for the public, and we're excited to see what you guys come up with. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.